watching, you can hear 100% infield. Huge thing here. This is also on island. I mean, can you even see it 3D printed? Oh no, even play around. It's very nice. So we are in the lab. 40 millimeter cube. Whoa. Be mine. All our different materials. How do you guys like it? I think we are live. Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? I'm not mute this time. Trophy Lights, thank you for coming. 10 minutes before the stream. Rob Eng, 954, FDev Patch, Mark and Draka, Mark U of U. The Mark team is here. Mark and Draka. Oh no, Mark is here. That reminds me. Let's get our awesomeness starting. Let's get some awesome people on stream. I'm awesome. There you go. That's done, and then our beautiful banner. There you go. So, Bobby M, thank you for joining. Francis. All the marks. I think we have Builders Marks missing, right? From the Mark team, from the winner team. Okay, great. Now we get some awesome people in chat. That's perfect. Okay, so I hope you guys came with a lot of questions, a lot of 3D printing questions, and I've seen I quickly browsed through the Reddit question as well, and there's a lot of things going on. So we should have enough materials for today. A lot of thing to talk about. Great, more and more awesome people in the chat. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I also saw that the giveaway just finished on Discord. So congratulations to Nip for winning our daily giveaway. So remember, you can join our Discord for a daily giveaway, and I think there's a few weeks left. So discord.polymaker.com. There you go. This is how you can join our Discord, and there's a daily giveaway. And for a few weeks, it's still open to everyone. And in a few weeks, it's going to be locked to a certain level. So the more you participate in our Discord, and the more you raise your level, and then you can have access to the giveaway again. David M, thank you for joining as well. Don't forget to be awesome. Okay, let's start our session. So let's kickstart with Francis' question. A quick question: do you have an idea when the PLA Pro Black will be back on Amazon store in Canada? Okay, I can answer that. Let me go and check. PLA Pro Black in Canada. Give me a few seconds, and I'm gonna get that answered. So Canada PLA Pro Black. What? A little bit slow. Give me a few more seconds. Whoa, what's happening? Sorry, a little bit slow. Has anyone managed to get TPU to warp? Yeah, Team Printbusters. Anyone? Okay, there you go. PLA Pro Black. Where's the black? There you go. 1.75, I assume. Yeah, I assume. And in 1 kg, right? So it's going to be available next week. The shipment arrive next week. So there you go. Let me know if it was 2.85. But if it's 2.85, also next week. So both 1.75 and 2.85 will be available next week. Great. Let me share back the screen. I'm still waiting for my giveaway price. FDev Patch, did you open a ticket on Discord so I can double check that price? I know I was late, but I think now I caught up on most of the thing. So just let me know. Mark, has anyone managed to get TPU to work? Yeah, that's a good question. That's for our Printbusters topic, but if anyone has not heard about our Printbuster topic, you can head to our Discord and you go in the Printbuster topics, and there is a topic about warping, and we are trying to make TPU warped. So if somehow you have some ideas or you successfully made a TPU print warp in the past, then feel free to go on our Discord and share about this. David M, are you streaming on Twitch right now as well? No. So the Tuesday Q&A and the Thursday Printbusters are on YouTube, and then the Saturday Hangout is on Twitch. So I never do both at the same time. So it's either Saturday Twitch or either Tuesday and Thursday on YouTube. Will there be more galaxy or glow-in-the-dark colors coming? Yes, glow-in-the-dark is in the work. So we are trying to reach the same brightness as green. So that's the main challenge when it comes to designing all the colors. For example, now we are working on blue, orange, and purple. I think the purple is very hard to make it bright, but that's the one we are working on. And the orange is amazing. The orange for Halloween is amazing. You can print like glow-in-the-dark pumpkins, glow-in-the-dark like bats or things like this. It's the orange one is pretty nice. And for the galaxy, we are not working on it right now, but we do have planned to release 2 more colors before the end of the year. So if you have any suggestion on colors, because we haven't chosen yet, feel free to go on our Discord and suggest your color idea for galaxy. There's a channel called New Product Ideas, and there is our product manager there, so you can talk directly to our product manager. Thank you very much. 1.35. Okay, so next week should arrive. It seems like I just checked, and it seems like our shipment was 2 weeks late. So hopefully next week it's gonna be on time. Check on the Polyflex TPU95 topic on Discord. Take a look at the picture I posted. I don't know if that can be seen as warping. Well, let's check. We can define that together, whether it's warping or not. So Francis Bellon. Did you put it a long time ago, or do you have a different name? Cyberhawk? Cyberhawk, is that you? Is that what you're talking about here? Yeah, I cannot zoom in on this picture. You have an interesting texture for your thing. Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe we can check that on Printbuster. That would be interesting. Cyberhawk. Okay. I'm quite new at it, so I don't know if it's warping or just bad bed adhesion. Yeah, again, these two are highly related. Let's talk about this during our Printbusters. That's going to be I think it's a very interesting topic, the warping topic. I was going to send an email to the inquiry email on the giveaway Google form, but it's better to open a ticket. Both are fine. It's just that I'm more responsive on Discord. The email may take a little longer. So if you are in a hurry to receive the spool, then you can go on Discord. Okay, that's the picture. Okay. So again, if you have any question, whatever question, just put it in the chat, and then when there is no question, then I will just go through our Reddit questions. Mark, you a few. Silk PLA seems to contract some after extrusion. Would this contraction aid the bottom of a bridge in the print, make the bottom cleaner and tighter? Silk PLA seems to contract some after extrusion. Theoretically, most of the PLA behave the same, but let me think. Yeah, silk PLA could contract. So I think you were talking about the die swell, right? Like when it's extruding and then it's like increasing in volume, so which makes it contracted this way, right? And then would this contraction at the bottom of a bridge in the print? It could actually. So you're printing your bridge, and then usually it will droop, right, because of gravity, right? And then the fact that you have that contraction is going to stretchen the line. So it could. I'm not sure if it's dependent on silk PLA or not. I could understand from the formula that it contract more, but yeah, I'm not sure this contraction would help as much as cooling, for example, or printing at a hotter temperature or printing slower. So I wouldn't rely on that phenomenon just to have a clean bridge. Okay, so what do we have here? Best type of resin for action figure prop. So that's for resin. Warping with the temperature above recommended. Okay, so that's an interesting one. Because I've seen a lot of people having this issue. They have warping issue, and what they do is they keep increasing the temperature of their bed, like increasing. I've seen some people printing PLA on an 80-degree bed, and then they're like, oh, it's warping. Let me try 85. And there's warping. And then hopefully they don't go all the way to 100, but I've seen that. So I just got some new over to PLA Plus to replace Hatchbox PTG I was using before. Recommended temperature is 190 to 20 nozzle and 2060 bed. Even with the temperature set to 220 and 75, you see, that's already a mistake to print. So for me, I always recommend to never put your bed temperature above the glaciation temperature of your material. It warps like crazy, for sure. It's going to warp like crazy. Also, I'm printing in my living room due to not having space anywhere else in my shoebox house. So should I set the bed temperature even higher or something else? I don't know what is wrong with it. You see, so that's most people. Most people are going higher and higher and higher. So when they pass the TG, they will continue to go higher. So what I recommend is when you increase, so it's fine to increase the temperature to solve that problem, but when you arrive to TG, then there's no point to increase more. Now the issue might be environment temperature, might be cooling, might be the adhesion with your build plate. So it's something else, but it's no more. You cannot do anything else with your bed anymore. Otherwise, you are going to make it worse. Try nozzle 260 for your bed temperature. It may be the room temperature, although I will try that. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend. Go back to 30, 40 degree, and then analyze what is happening. If it's still warping a little bit, just play on the bed adhesion, but don't increase the bed temperature anymore. John Strand, thank you for still making 2.85 filament. John, we have a lot of discussion internally about this 2.85, and every time so far, every year, after our yearly, discussion and strategy for the year after, so far, every time the debate end up on we should still provide 2.85 for the market. So happy that you like it. So I assume you have what printer do you have? Do you have like a BCN, an Ultimaker, a loose board with the 2.85 setup, or well, maybe you can help me. What else? 2.85. BCN, Loosebot, Ilchimaker, the Airwolf, but that was a long time. I don't know if they're still there. What else is using 2.85? I'm not sure. Francis Bellon, does the retraction calibration tower is used only to configure the retraction length or speed as well? If so, how to calibrate the retraction speed? Usually calibration towers, so you mean these two towers, and then you're printing one tower and then the other one, and then you analyze what is the stringing or the oozing in between, right? So these you can configure anything with that. You can consider the print the print temperature. So usually you have different step if you really want to go through the normal calibration, right? Because there's some people that do a temperature tower, and then during that temperature tower they are going to select the temperature with the least amount of stringing. So they want to go the highest possible, but the higher you go and the more stringing you get. So with that method, you are only calibrating your temperature, and then you don't need. They are using default retraction setting, and with that default retraction setting plus that particular temperature, there's no stringing issue. For you, if you're doing the retraction test, it means either you really want to print at a high temperature, and so you want to define, okay, maybe I cannot use the default retraction setting, so I'm doing a retraction test, and then I'm going to recalibrate my retraction setting for that temperature. So you choose that temperature, let's say it's 230 for PLA, and then you can calibrate all the setting that would help with oozing and stringing. For example, you're talking about retraction length and speed. You can do that. You can calibrate this, but you can also calibrate the wiping, the costing. You can calibrate your travel speed, all of this. So my recommendation is you print this calibration with the default retraction setting, and then the first thing you play on, which I would recommend, is the speed. So don't change the length. Use the regular one, which I think is 2 or 3 millimeter for direct drive, and then 5 to 6 millimeter for indirect drive. So use that, and then only playing with the speed. So usually 30 to 45 millimeter per second retraction speed should be good enough, but play around with that. Once you have that, if you still have stringing issue, don't go higher than this speed. Like, don't go higher than 45 millimeter per second. I don't think it will have much. And don't go higher in the length, because that's going to create some other issue. After that, try to play with other stuff like wiping, travel speed. So again, I have an article on Discord where I'm talking about all the things you can do to solve stringing. So feel free to join. Oh, Francis. So I think you're already on our Discord. So most likely you have seen that. John, okay, so you have a Loosebot Mini with an iris reader. Okay, got it. Mark, what is your favorite filament and color to print with? My favorite filament is Polymax PC White. That's my favorite. That's how I started 3D printing. I started with Polymax PC, which was PC Max at that time, and I just love that filament. I love how it prints, how strong it is, and I love the challenge to print with it. That's why I'm so passionate about the warping topic, because that's how I started 3D printing. I know a lot of people start with PLA, but I've started with PC Max, and I guess some of your favorite filament is the filament you started with, I guess, in some cases. So and the white is my favorite color. I really like the shine that Polymax PC has. The one I have loaded, I don't have to change it. Oh, Mark, the question was for everyone. So if everyone wants to answer, what's your favorite filament? There you go. Let me know. I'm also interested. What's your favorite filament? Because we have a wide range of filament, and then we have our data on which one is the best seller and stuff. But I'm interested in our specific Polymaker community. Which filament do you guys like? I know there's a lot of hype around our Sparkle series, which we terminated, but I know a lot of people liked it. I know a lot of people like our Polytera PLA, especially the range of color, etc. but I would be interested. The percentage of sales of 2.85 filament are that low. Oh, you mean yeah. So it is low, so that's why we consider every time whether it's time to stop it or not. But every time there's a lot of arguments towards better to keep that 2.5. But yes, it is very low. Well, think about the number of printers. Think about the proportion between the printer units in 1.75 and the printer units in 2.5, and then you will quickly see how insignificant the 2.85 is. Let me remove that. What is the best way to get the end piece on Ender 3? So that's more hardware. Suggestion on learning how to CAD model. John Strand, I just started using Polymaker. So how is it? Which filament have you started with? Do I need a new hot end? My Ender 3 starts printing, and then on the second layer, nothing will come out of the hot end anymore. I even tried replacing the nozzle. Okay, that's an interesting one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the picture. Okay, so this guy has a very good first layer and then a very bad second layer. So what I would recommend in this case is the first step is to use the same setting as your first layer, because the first layer will have specific setting, specific temperature, specific speed, sometimes even specific acceleration and jerk. So there will be initial layer setting. So what I suggest is first you print your whole print with that. You try to print the second layer and third layer with the same setting to see if it's working. If it's working, then most likely the rest of your print was either too fast, either the temperature was too low, etc., etc. So that's usually the case. A lot of people has the same issue when they ask why my infill is printing so bad, and but the outer shell is printing well, because there is a big difference in speed, right? So if you're printing the infill at that speed, maybe it needs a higher temperature compared to the outer shell. So that's what I would recommend, because you have a first layer and then the second layer is printing differently, and I know they have different setting. So just use the setting that is working, which is the one of the first layer. So that's my suggestion. Let's check a little bit. Check your tube for heat creep. If the tube heats up and grab the film. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's heat creep, especially for such a small print. The fan, blah blah. I think it's too sudden. It's exactly at the second layer that he has this issue. So I wouldn't. I'm not sure. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this one. I would recommend to just go with the same setting as the first layer. Which insignificant. Yeah, you have to face it, right? Like even Loosebot started designing a 1.35 hot end, and even the Ultimaker community has a lot of kits to upgrade or change your Ultimaker. So, and it would makes everything easier if there is only 1.35. Can you imagine all the filament manufacturer just need to cut by half their SKU number? It could even bring more cost-effective filament if we don't have to deal with such an amount of, like, basically doubling all your product. Inventory management, operation management, SKU management. Francis Bella, my favorite filament is PLA Pro. It's also the first one I have tried. I like the durability for parts that don't need high temperature resistance. Yes, and PLA is exactly that. PLA is underrated. What I like to say with PLA is it's a very good mechanical material. It's not weak or anything. The only thing is heat resistance. So any application that don't require heat resistance, I think PLA is usually always a good candidate. Johnston, I'm using the transparent yellow PLA Plus. transparent orange PLA plus and true white PLA plus right now, and I love them. Is that from us? John Strand? We don't have transparent yellow PLA plus, transparent orange PLA plus. Or you are using materials from 5 years ago. 5 years ago, we have a material that was called Poly Plus PLA, and we had that Poly Plus PLA in transparent yellow and orange and true white. At that time, it was not called white; it was called true white. So I don't know how you managed to get your hand on this one. Maybe a reseller that has stock from our 5 years ago. But glad that you love them. It means after 5 years, then they're still very good. That's a pretty high quality PLA. Slim picking enders will heat creep easily. Either the fan is going bad, too high of temperature, or Bowden tube is messed up. Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's exactly at the layer change. You know why? And he has two different print that happen exactly at the layer change. So I mean, heat creep, I agree, but heat creep could be could happen at any time, right? It's just that at some point it expands so much, the temperature is too high in the cold end, and then it will just jam. But why would it wait? Is that because it retracts between the layers or something? I'm not sure, but I mean, both could be okay. It's just that, in my opinion, I would recommend first to try to change your setting of the model and make it similar to the first layer. And if you still have the issue, then maybe we can look into something else like heat creep. Sorry, Polylight PLA. Okay. Yeah, there's so much confusion between PLA plus, and then so many people don't make any difference between PLA and PLA plus that it start to be confusing. So I understand. But Polylight PLA, the same. Transparent, translucent colors for Polylight PLA was also from 4 or 5 years ago. So because now we are only making PETG translucent. I used to print toys for my kid, and it holds up well to a 3 years old. Yeah, David M for PLA. It's pretty strong PLA. I print a lot of toys for kids, and usually I always use TPU. Then I'm 100% sure that they cannot break it. Polymaker, yes, I have 1.75 tool head for my mini and the voxel Aquila. Okay. Hey, hi Zombie. Thank you for joining so many stream. Just me. Polymaker, everyone keeps asking you about 3D printing. I want to ask you about you and your son. How is he and your family? Tell us about how you started, where you are working. Polymaker. So it's a daughter. It's a daughter, 2 months, and she's doing awesome. I was a little bit worried about all the feedback I received from other news fathers that you don't sleep and stuff. But actually, my daughter is pretty awesome. I don't have this issue. And where I was, tell us about how you started, where you're working at Polymaker. So actually, Polymaker is my first company. So I've been working here for 6 or 7 years, like right after graduation. I did start with friends a small company before that was 3D printed pollution mask. So we scanned the face, and then we I use Blender. I use a kind of a way on Blender to put the scanning stuff, and then you could design a mask, and then we coded. There is a small chip inside, and then we had an algorithm that could record your breathing pattern, and then we could give you some feedback with the mask glowing, whether you were stressed or you need to calm down. And then there is some breathing exercise that was through the app. So we coded an app. So it was pretty nice because I just graduated, and then you had some 3D modeling, some 3D printing, some software development, app development. So that was awesome to start active life. But that's how I discovered 3D printing. I think I still have what's called Sandy Naden. Most likely there is some images. Yeah, so that was that was the team. that we had, and then we developed it that mask here. So this is me as a model. And then you see you had that. That was like the very first prototype that I designed on Blender. And then even this is TPU. And then at the back we cannot see, but I designed a TPU spring. So everything was 3D printed. So that was the design on Blender, and then I made some render also on Blender, and then that was the Polymaker. Polymaker was a sponsor of that project, and that's how, after, unfortunately, the market was not really ready to have 3D printed objects that are so, into your life, blah blah blah, like you could print it and stuff. That was like 6 years ago, even 7 years ago, I think. So it was definitely not ready. And then after I joined Polymaker, but that was the thing. Oh, actually, it brings me a lot of memories. So that was all the prototype I did on how you could put the filter in the mask and then close it. So I designed so many different one. We even I don't know if you know Vice, the news Vice, and we were interviewed by Vice, and then we presented that. And then the algorithm will also help you for the breathing pattern when you did some exercise. Oh, I was quite fit at that time. but yeah, and then we also won the Bayer International Prize. So it was a nice experience. And that's, oh yeah, there you go. This is the spring I designed, and then good luck to print that. So that's how I entered 3D printing. I entered 3D printing with printing polycarbonate and printing this kind of thing in TPU. So now you can understand why I've directly dived into the science of 3D printing and learning how to troubleshoot stuff. Because when you start with polycarbonate and TPU to print this type of stuff, then you definitely spend your time on Google finding ways on how to solve all your problems. But thank you for the question. It brings a lot of memories. Mark Yofew, can you remember the last time you had a full night's sleep? Well, 2 months ago, and my daughter is 2 months, but it's okay. I mean, it's like 3 hours and then 4 hours, so we just have to wake up one time. So which is okay. We can get used to it. Pile filament does not have an expiration date, but once open, how long does it stay in good condition for printing? That would highly depend on the condition, right? The relative humidity, the temperature, the sunlight. But let's say the humidity is below 10%, temperature around 23 degrees Celsius, and no sunlight, then it should last a couple of years. I don't think there is any big issues. I mean, check out John, right? John is printing with our translucent color that has been produced more than 4 to 5 years ago, and I guess it was stored in normally, and it's still printing nice. Hey, that's a new potential printbuster topic. What topic? The shelf life of PLA. By the way, I've seen a new printbuster topic when yesterday. I think it's about wet filaments. I haven't went through yet, but I'm interested to see what's about it, because there's one particular thing about wet filament that I think people are don't really perceive is the relationship between your printing temperature and the moisture amount. But yeah, it sounds like a good new printbuster topic. By the way, guys, if you like 3D printing science, please join our printbuster team. We need more and more people for testing, for discussion, for research. We need more brains. We need more brains to bring all of this science out there. So if you're passionate about 3D printing science and you really like, to dive into the details on how things are working, then join our printbuster team, join our printbuster community, because that's to be honest, that's an awesome community, and I think that's a very unique community in the 3D printing overall community when it comes to 3D printing science. I don't think you will find similar debate, similar discussion, similar research somewhere else, even on Google. I broke my thermistor, didn't it? Blah, blah, okay, I need assistant. I have multiple 3D printers that use a Raspberry Pi, blah, 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 use Octoprint, okay. Help, nose are tuned to max distance. What? John Strand, stored in unopened bag, print grades. It has lasted more than a week. Yeah, I mean, PLA should last way more than a week, but Thorman the Cock. Hi, do you know if there any more Pastel Polytera bundle coming soon? Oh yes. So sorry, what do you mean by bundle? Do you mean like we put Polytera PLA together, or because you can buy as many pastel as you want, right? Or are you talking about some kind of discount when you buy multiple spools? Because maybe it's because you are purchasing on Amazon, so we have some bundles on Amazon because it helps with shipping costs. But if you go on our website, you can buy as many pastel colors as you want. I mean, even on Amazon. Discord.polymaker.com. Yes, thank you, Zombie, for sharing. John Strand, Polymaker. Now I remember where I got this. Fargo 3D. The guy that bought Loosebot had a sale, $1 per. Oh yes. So they basically empty their stock. Yeah, I remember. They empty their stock. So that was pretty old stock. It hasn't lasted for more than a week because I'm pretty stuffed with it. Yeah, I mean, usually, I mean, people that are asking for the shelf life of PLA means they don't use their printer that much. I mean, why would you care that your PLA stay there for like 1 year? I mean, you have to print with it at some point, right? But I mean, I can understand. I mean, maybe some people are buying bulk. They want a cheap price, so they are buying like 20 PLA at once, and this is going to last them 2 years or something. Okay, so what's this issue? Yeah, so to be honest, when I see this, for me, I really don't like it. I mean, when I see that on my printer, I don't like it. When it's extruding fine, and then it's too close to the bed, then too far to the bed, and then there is no pattern. Like there is no like one side is lower than the other. It's like my bed that is completely warped, because this is the hardest to deal with. I mean, you have to print a raft at some point because your bed is so messed up that you cannot solve that. But anyway, I don't understand the title. Help, nose are turned to max distance. Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about. If you are at the end of the bed travel, adjust the limit switch of the Z axis in order to have more room. Oh, the knobs. Oh, okay. The knobs are turned to the max distance. Okay. Yeah. So to solve that, put back. Let me see. Yeah. So tighten all your knob so that the bed is at the lowest point, and then adjust your Z the Z switch here, the Z switch, and then go back and re-level your bed. So once your knob cannot help anymore, then you can either play with your Z offset in the slicer, but it's better to just change your Z switch position, like it was recommended. And the 3 fans not turning. Suggestion on how to get rid machine dissolver, blah blah. Any advice to know how to wire up, blah blah. Getting into 3D printing, any printer suggestion, general advice. Okay, I'm interested in what 3D printer is suggested by the community nowadays. Well, nobody commented, so I guess no. I'm planning on getting a 3D printer really soon. Let me make sure I don't miss the question. Gotcha. Are there any new pastel color in the work? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. I mean, if you look at it, uh, I mean, what else can we what else can we do? We do have. It's not a pastel colors. It's a new series that is coming. And do you guys did I announce that already, or I think I did, but I'm not too sure. So let's check. But we have 5 new colors coming. It's not pastel, but if you like pastel, you're going to love the 5 new colors coming. But if you look at our pastel, I mean, we already have pastel ice, so which is blue. Let's say blue, yellow, red, brown, pink, pastel pink, and then green and orange. So we already have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pastel. What other pastel do you think we could release, right? Like, I mean, we have the blue, the red, the green, the yellow, the orange. Like pastel teal is kind of the eyes. The brown we have it. The pink we have. Maybe a pastel purple, maybe, but the purple itself is already a light purple. It's not the dark purple. So I don't know what other pastel we could release. However, there is another kind of series that is close to pastel, but dark series you add a little bit of black, pastel series you add a little bit of white, and then there's another series that you add a little bit of something else, and that's the series we are working on, and it should be produced by the end of this month. So with the shipping time to the US, so I guess it should be available by like the end of July or something like this. I know you got the lime green in silk, but will it be in Polyterra one day? Well, it is already, right? It's this one. I mean, I think, yeah, because Polyterra is the raw material is white, the raw material. So whatever you add is going to be dimmed, like so. That's why it's a matte PLA. Like all the colors will be a little bit dim. The silk is different. The silk, you can have a very bright and silk color. So it could be possible. We can try, but it's very hard to have this type of effect and color with Polyterra. I mean, if you look for even this one, which is supposed to be a bright green, but it's not that bright, especially with the matte effect. I mean, what would you consider as the brightest Polyterra PLA color? I mean, except white. All the colors are, that's why we designed these colors to match Polyterra, because we tried metallic Polyterra, we tried silk Polyterra, we tried glitter Polyterra, and all of these didn't work because the raw material, the raw formula doesn't match. It's, you have to have the formula that match the effect you're trying to do. So that's why we moved silk, we moved galaxy, even glow in the dark, we moved everything to Polylight PLA, our regular PLA formula. Good evening, Dom Gag. I have some old 5+ year QB5 filament that is brittle. Yeah. Was it sealed like our PLA Polylight PLA translucent? Oh, sorry, I jumped in the chat. Nubs, I think you mean. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that. Looks like a warp bed with no prop, probably stock spring. What I did was lower it bottom, then raise it a little, and went from there. Yes, that's good advice. Anycubic, blah blah. Oh, Anycubic is. Do you think? So I'm planning on getting a 3D printer really soon, and I have a budget of 400 euro. I'm looking for a large printer, and I'm not sure what exactly to get. I also don't really know much about 3D printers apart from how they work and pretty much the basic stuff. So if there's anything I should know. Well, he doesn't know much about 3D printer except how they work. That's, for me, that's already pretty good to know how a 3D printer works. But okay, so some of you recommended the Anycubic. Does the Anycubic have such a big print area? Which model? So let's go. What are the recommendation? What are the top printers on on Amazon? So let's go in the top 100, and then we can check the let's go and check here. Okay, so the top 3D printer. So let's check. Additive manufacturing product, 3D printers. Okay, so the Ender 3 is still top 1, Ender 3 V2 top 2, Ender 3 Pro top 3. Okay, so the top 3, the podium is Ender 3, Ender 3 V2, Ender 3 Pro. And then we have the SLA Anycubic. Okay, so the Anycubic Cobra. Yeah, but this doesn't have 300 by 300 by 300, right? And it's okay. Can he even have 300 by 300 by 300 at 400 price point? I don't think so. The Anycubic Mega S, Mega S, Mega Small. What's the print volume? Inches. How to convert from inches to millimeter? I don't know, but most likely that's not 300. And then we have the Voxel, Aquila, Anycubic Cobra, Flashforge, Creality, WeDo. Okay, that's interesting. So it's still definitely Creality with all these Ender 3. I mean, look at all these Ender 3. That's crazy. And then the Anycubic is doing pretty well with their Cobra. I mean, there's one Cobra here, Mega S, another Cobra here. Okay, so right now in the US, that's more or less what is going on, right? The Ender 3 and the Cobra. I've seen okay, the Signwinder, yes. The Signwinder, what's the build plate, the size of this the artillery printer? 300 by 300 by 400 for $400. Oh, great! Yeah, the Signwinder is a great 300 millimeter cube for 400. Is that possible? Well, it looks like slow. I mean, more or less 400. Yeah, that's a great. You know what? Let's help him, because nobody answered him. So I think the artillery Signwinder is the right printing build volume, and it's more or less in his budget. So how about we just help him a little bit? How about this one? He's going to wonder why a filament manufacturer is helping me to get a printer. Why? But yeah, I mean, nobody answered him, so at least we can help. Okay, Ender 3 V2 is a good starting machine. Can you give a sneak peek of one color? Let me check. I think I can. I think I could. I could give you. Let me check what I can do. If I can show you a sneak peek of something. How many people here? 27 people. Okay, so if you don't share it, then I can show you a little bit what's coming with our Polytera. Let me find. I can show you the what I can show. I can show you this. We don't have like pictures and stuff, but I can show you. I can show you this. I need to put it properly so that I don't show what I don't want to show. Okay, so I can show you something like this. Okay, no sharing. Okay, no sharing. You ready? Oh, where's my? Oh, yeah. This is, if I scroll down here, that's very bad. This is some of our new product. If I scroll down here, you will have so much more product. But I can at least show you this one. I think I talked about it somewhere. I talked about it, and I'm scrolling here. Oh my god, so many new products. Like I said during the night stream, the night stream, the last stream, 104. Well, let me check. How many new product we still have to launch this year? Let me check. 102. So it seems like there is two that already arrived. So we have 102 new products that are still in the work. Then I just show you our next Polyterra series. Okay, let me share again. There you go. Let me make sure, because in this stream I want to make sure I read everything. So let me catch up a little bit. Whoa. Okay, and the 3 good start machine. Can you give a sneak peek of the colors? Okay, Prusa all the way. Yeah, Prusa. I don't know. I think they still need to build their name in the US, and they need. Do you know the hardest part with Prusa is that they have a margin that they want to justify their margin with the brand, so they have to have a lot of branding work before being able to sell their printer. So it's a good printer, but it's a huge market education for them, and it's expensive, and that's why the Prusa is expensive. John Strand, you on the Yorum blah. I'm awesome. Some more awesome people. One Rise, thank you for joining. UAV Hero, thank you for being awesome. Polymaker, no, it wasn't sealed. Okay. Yeah, if a filament is not sealed and the humidity is high, let's say more than 20-30%, then at some point, yes, it will become brittle, especially if there is sunlight also. That would be even worse. Like the worst would be to leave it in the sunlight with high humidity and a little bit of heat, and that's completely the great way to degrade your PLA. David M, thanks for answering. Makes sense. Okay, I don't remember which question was that, but glad it answered your question. I have 2 printers, not really looking for another one. I don't have spare. The Cobra Plus is new. Sunlu S8 is a large printer and only 300. The Sunlu S8, okay, interesting. What's the Sunlu S8? Is that bigger than the Signwinder? The same price? Sunlu S8. Sunlu S8. So the other one was 300 by 300. Oh, it's bigger. It's bigger and cheaper? Oh, really? Resume printing function, blah, blah, blah. What? $229, $230 for such a big build volume? Whoa. Okay, well, I guess we have a new recommendation for that guy. Let's I think we can edit, right? Let's edit. How about this one or this one? There you go. I think he's going to be pretty happy with this recommendation. Thank you for helping him. Sunlu has no prop, so I can't recommend it to beginner. Oh, did I recommend a wrong printer? Well, he said he know how 3D printer works, so I guess he know how to level a printer. I check on Discord, 300, blah, blah. Amazon is not the place to buy printer. Anycubic Cobra seems pretty decent, blah, blah. A beginner can always get the cheap bed leveling tool to help them as well. I wish the Ender 3 S1 came out before I got my V2. Seems pretty. Yeah, I like the S1. I like the S1. That's the one that is on my desk at the office. It's made by Filament Friday Chuck, blah, blah, blah. Well, you can't buy filament without a printer. Oh, hi, Builders Mark. We were talking about the Mark team and Builders Mark was missing from the Mark team. So now we have everyone: Mark UFU, Mark and Draka, Builders Mark. Is there any other Mark up there? I feel like going for a big bed slinger is IFFY. That's another American acronym, I guess, meaning full. Oh, iffy. Oh, it's iffy. Okay, full of uncertainty, doubtful. You start to get into some questionable print quality with such a huge bed, and it has to move. Yeah, I agree. I mean, in which case do you need? I mean, except if you're loyal and then you're printing this big helmet, right? But except from that, does people really need that such a huge 310 and 400 millimeter? I don't know. I had filament before my printer, Polymaker Silk Blue. Yeah, I've seen that. We do so many giveaways that many people end up with filament, but they don't have 3D printer, and then they have to buy a 3D printer after that. Usually it's the opposite, but I'm happy that more and more people get filament first and then the 3D printer instead of 3D printer and then the filament. Lol, it's not like this is recorded. But like we talked last time, you are only 30 people here, and then even after the stream, there might be like maximum 200 or 300 views. So even the people that watch the stream after, they have to go exactly at this, 56-minute mark or something, just to see that. So a very few people is gonna see it anyway. So it's just for you, Okay, everyone, make sure your friend don't watch the recording. Blah, blah, blah. Wait. Okay. Any Rainbow sneak peek? Yeah, I cannot share that one. I cannot share that one. I actually received pictures of our because we designed a very specific story around Rainbow, and maybe next time I can share more. But right now it's a little bit early. Sakura Pink, yeah, Sakura Pink is already available. You might cut this part from the save video on YouTube if you don't want any other than us to know. Yeah, don't worry, Francis. Like I said, not a lot of people are watching this stream afterwards anyway. So, Vipers for the win. I like the way they named their printer, like the Cobra, the Viper. I don't know. Soon we are going to have the Anaconda, the Boa. Do you have? Okay, another question here. Do you have a how-to guide or video for annealing? Also, what filaments can be annealed? We don't have a video or a how-to guide because annealing is, our how-to guide is this. If you go, let's go to our PC. Let's go Polymax PC. So, does Polymax PC needs to be annealed? So our how-to guide is usually this. Annealing setting 90 degrees for 2 hours. So that's the guide. So basically you put in the oven for 90 at 90 degrees for 2 hours. Then that's it. So that's why we don't really have a guide, because there's no specific process to do it. And then we just explain a little bit more here, why you anneal it. But what filament can be annealed? So again, there is two types of annealing. There is the annealing to release the stress, and there's the annealing to crystallize your filament. So what filament can be annealed? Any filament can be annealed. Any filament. And then the semi-crystalline can be annealed for both stress release and crystallization. And for the amorphous, it will be only for stress release. But all filament can be annealed. Which one do we suggest to anneal? Otherwise, you are going to have mechanical issues. Our polycarbonates, theoretically ABS and ASA, but we don't suggest because it does fine without it. Our nylon, we suggest to anneal them in order to get to crystallize, to finish the crystallization, so that you get better mechanical and thermal properties. What else? PC ABS, PC. So all PC based, we recommend to anneal them. All the nylon, we recommend to anneal them. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Hybrid robotics. I'm awesome. We have more awesome people in the chat. 1776 Supply Co. Hello, Polymaker. How are you doing? 1776 Supply Co. Builders Mind. I have 4 Sunlu S8 and I love them. 4 Sunlu S8. The one we just checked, that massive printer. You have 4 of them. How big is your house? Zombie, no bed leveling. I can add it though. No bed leveling. I kept looking at the $200 range, but then we just want to add $100 in mods, so went to with 300 price. Yeah, and I guess that's a decision. You can go cheap and then modify your printer. So you just have to take in account, how much you're going to spend in the parts, or you just take an already built, fully featured printer. Larger bed are harder to level manually. I jumped. Larger bed are harder to level manually. Let's go, Marks. I perfect print quality on my Sunloos. Well, like we said last time, right? Like the printer, there is the printer ability and potential, and there is the guy that is using the printer, right? So you can have someone very skilled with a so-so printer that print very well, and you can have a beginners with a very good printer that don't print as well, right? So it's, our industry is still too early that the machine will define the output, the machine only. The users is still so important in that system that it's highly user dependent, in my opinion. My friend won Polymaker a month ago, and it got me addicted to the stuff. Great. Which filament are you addicted the most to? 1776 Supply Co. We're gonna do what we can to push your product. Oh, thank you very much. Oh yeah, you are one of our resellers, right? If I remember well. Or are you? I think I do remember your name from somewhere. Was it on Twitter or somewhere? Or was it the issue with the design or something like this? And then it was resolved, and then or something like this. But I do remember this name from somewhere. Hybrid robotics. If you want, blah, 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 okay. Mamba. Yeah, they have an interesting name series. Oh, by the way, my Raid TPU 95 and Polymax PTG came today, already in the dryer. Great. A lot of good prints coming on MakerDeck, right? That craft. How about tricolor filament or even dual color? Are those coming? Yes. And I also received a picture 2 days ago, an updated picture, because I already received picture, and it's awesome. It's awesome. Not the tricolor. I received pictures of our dual color, and it's awesome. You're gonna see that. I cannot share that picture yet, but you're gonna see it very soon. I just got a 300mm printer. It's huge. Yeah, I can guess. I mean, it's like a Race 3D, right? It's like a Race 3D, but a tenth of the price. Where was I? I have an Ender 5 Plus. Ender 5 Plus. The Ender 5. What's the Ender 5 Plus already? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that one. So it's a little bit. What's the difference already with the Ender 6? Oh yeah. Okay. So it's just one is enclosed, right? More or less. A lot of awesome people again. Thank you for joining, everyone. F. Patch Chico, Kenneth Song. I'm late. You're never late. Jake from State Farm. Thank you for being awesome as well. Tro Firelight. When you release the Rainbow, I want to be first in line. Yeah, this time we usually release materials the first batch is usually a small batch just to try, but the rainbow, I'm pretty sure we're going to release a big first batch. So that should be enough for everyone. I installed solid bed mount. Oh, for the under 5. Okay. 1776 supply. Yes, we need to place another order soon. Great. Nice. If I remember well, your best seller is Polymax PLA or PLA Pro. One of the two, if I remember well. I think I need to do solid bed mounts too, or silicone. Tobin, thank you for being awesome. Can't wait to see that. Hybrid robotics 350 by 400. Really? Oh, I didn't catch that. Oh, so that's even bigger than the. Oh yeah, 350 by 350 by 400. That's even bigger than the S8. So we started by the Signwinder 300 by 300 by 400, and then the S8 for 310 by 400, right? And now we have the Ender 5 Plus, which is what? 450. What did you say? 350 by 350 by 400. I mean, and what was the price? Why I arrived here? That's not how it should be. Let me check. For 600. I mean, that's pretty nice. Amazon choice for Ender 3. Well, that's amazing. Well, I don't like the printer footprint, because if the bed itself is 350 by 350, then imagine the printer, and you better have a big desk for that printer. So I don't like so much the footprint of the printer. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's a pretty huge printer. How is the quality, hybrid robotic? How is the quality of that printer? I mean, I'm talking if you're printing big, right? Not small one, but if you're printing a big one, do you have like Z issue or warping issue, or how's the quality when enjoying the build volume? Nathan, thank you for joining the stream. 1776 supply. We are going to restock on PLA Plus and Polytera. We love your product. Oh, great. Polytera PLA and Polytera PLA Plus, or when you say PLA Plus, you mean the PLA Pro. But great. I'm glad you like the product. I got the Polylight ASA Blue I won in the daily giveaway. Great. Did it arrive quickly, or was it one of the one I was late? Hopefully, because if I'm not late, then usually it arrives like in 1 or 2 days. I want to do I want to do a giveaway one day where the stream is so long, like maybe on the Saturday on Twitch, when the stream is so long, and then at the beginning, like the first half an hour, I do a giveaway, and then we ship that, and it arrives during the stream, because that's possible, right? So one day I'm gonna do that. One day I'm gonna do a giveaway, and then whoever the winner, and then he's going to choose live what filament he wants, and then I'm going to send it live, and then he's going to receive it live, and then we're gonna invite on stream, and then he's going to receive the spool and unbox live. That's gonna be the fastest giveaway ever. Okay, let's get Polymaker. I recently used Polymaker Polymaker PETG for some 3D printed headphones from Vector Finisi. I printed for my friend's birthday present, and they came out so smooth and tough. Oh, really? That's great. I wouldn't have used PETG for a headphone, but let's check how a Vector Finisi for the headband. For some 3D printed headphone. Let's check. Is that this Vector Finisi? Okay. Oh, we made headphone. Our latest project. Let's check them out. Oh, I think I know them. Yeah. I think I know them. They contacted us. I think. Let me check. Yes. I know them. Great. The headphone I usually print is the one from Print Plus. Print Plus headphone. That's the one I usually print. That's the one I have actually. I have many headphones. This one is the one I usually print, and I usually print this one in PLA Pro. In PLA Pro, I used to print it in Polymax PLA, and now I print it in PLA Pro. Yeah. I remember that project. Yeah, very nice project. Yeah, I usually print this one. I like this one. And actually, this filament that you see here is our filament. Is our Polymat. It was called Polymat. It's our lightweight PLA now. So these filament, it's pretty nice. I mean, this project is nice. It's really nice actually. I haven't printed this one yet. I love both the Polymax PLA and PLA Pro. Some of my favorites. Oh, great, John. Great. Well, when I order, I start with Polymaker first. Sometime what I want is sold out. Domgag, I think depending on where you're based, but if you're based in the US, I think our inventory is pretty healthy at the moment. So should have most of it. Hey, non-fam, thank you for joining the stream again. And thank you for being awesome. OneRaz, have you got the samples of all the type of filament you have ready for sale yet? No, we have the sample box, but it doesn't include all our filament. So you have PLA, PTG, TPU, PVB, polywoods, ABS, ASA, PC, breakaway, PV, nylon, PS6, GF, and CF, and PC, PC, ABS, PC, PVT, PCFR, and Magiku PC for that one. So that's the one we have at the moment. But we don't have like PLA Pro, Polytera. These one are not there. I would have been happy with 300 by 350, but I didn't want a bed slinger. You didn't want a bed slinger? No, where was... But I did want a bed slinger. Okay, but that's not a bed slinger, right? The Ender 5 Plus, right? It looks like it was going up and down, not on the side. Does the Polymaker ASA store ships to Mexico or Amazon? It's my best option. No, we don't ship to Mexico. So you may, if can you use Amazon US in Mexico? If yes, then yes, that's the best option. That's a whole lot of printer. It looks big, but it doesn't take much more place than a CR6 SE with the spool on the side and the bed moving front to back. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's true that the bed slinger problem is the fact that you need to free the space for the bed to move. The Ender 5 Plus is an awesome machine. Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know because it's pretty big, so pretty big and cost effective. Okay, so it's good so far. I have not printed with it much. I'm still dialing in. I do not have a place to put it right now. Yeah, it looks pretty big. Both they render different finish. One is a bit glossier than the other. Yeah, that's one of the main difference between Polytera PLA and Polytera PLA Plus. If we go and check, the Polytera PLA has a very matte finish, and then the Polytera PLA Plus has a very, especially the blue one. I think you can see that very well. The blue one has a very glossy finish, so you can see has a slight glow. Oh, we cannot see so much. Yeah, you can see a little bit on this picture, but it's like it has a slight gloss. Like it's a, I like to say it's a satin finish. So you have matte, satin, silk, and shiny. Core XY 350 have a smaller footprint than 300 bed slinger. Yeah, I mean, if you compare, then I agree. But it's just, it looked big. That's why. It arrived very quickly. I'm very pleased. Great. That's Loyal Moses lens stream. Filament arrived during the same stream. I know there are resellers down there. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, in Mexico. Yeah. We do have a few Mexican FDAV patch. We do have a few Mexican resellers if you're looking to purchase Polymaker materials there. That would be awesome to do a live. We need to get a Twitch account so that we can catch stream together. Oh yeah, definitely. It's we are live on YouTube on Tuesday, on Thursday, and on Twitch on Saturday. So the Twitch live is usually longer, and it's more chill. I could use a new headphone. Yeah, go ahead. Print Plus DIY. These are awesome headphones, and this one I haven't tried, but seems to be pretty good. USA, some of the sparkle stuff gets sold out real fast. The sparkle is it's terminated. That's why the sparkle dark green and sparkle dark blue are no longer made. The Galaxy is still made, but the Galaxy, we had some glitter supply issue, so that's why it was stopped for some time. So we just shipped the stock we have left. So that's why it's a little bit unstable. I got my filament in 3 days. Oh, 3 days is still a little bit long. Usually 1 to 2 days, but I guess that depends. I want a head the mom printed in blue PETG. Any hints for printing clear Polymaker polycarbonate as clear as possible? For any material to print clear, rule number 1, the filament needs to be bone dry, needs to be completely dry. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2, print at a high temperature, okay, to avoid the shark skin effect. Rule number 3, print at a high layer height, the highest you can go. If you're 0.4, then print at 0.3. If you have a 0.6 nozzle, print a 0.4, 0.45 layer height. And that's it. I think that's it. So rule number 1, the filament needs to be dry, as dry as you can. Number 2, print at a high temperature or print slow. I mean, the extrusion temperature has to be high, so whatever you want to decide, and high layer height, and you're gonna have a very clear part. I mean, Polysmooth is a little bit different, but I design a lot of Polysmooth transparent stuff, and I printed a lot of them. So I've become good at making transparent stuff. So you can check. This is it's a little bit different. There is some post processing, but the first print before the post processing is the same. So I designed this succulent dome. It's not very good quality on this picture, but I designed that one. And then this is polywood. Inside is Polysmooth green, and the crystal is Polysmooth transparent, which is pretty nice. Then I designed. It was very easy to design this, but and then this was printed as a very high layer height, and then smooth. So it was a pretty nice project. And then I printed the coral inside in Polysmooth green. So that was a nice project as well. And then we have Matthias, I think, that designed a lot of things in Polysmooth. So this is a snowball, a real snowball with Polysmooth transparent. This is how do you call that? A sand timer or clock sand clock. I don't know how to say in English, but it's a pretty nice project as well. I think he designed lenses as well. He designed lenses in Polysmooth transparent. What else he did? Oh, he did a Coca-Cola bottle, Polycola. the Polycola bottle in transparent, but that's Polysmooth. It's a little bit different, but the idea at the beginning is the same: dry, print hot, and print at a high layer height, and then you're gonna get a clear one. It's just that Polysmooth has the extra step of smoothing. Okay, what else do we have? I've seen some resellers in Mexico. Yes, there is. I did not want a bed slinger, and there were not many cube frame printer. Yes, okay. Yeah, I was thinking you missed the nut in your sentence. I like Mexican. Okay. Tobin, I like Mexican. Hunt05, I'm awesome. Thank you for being awesome. Okay, so it's been 1 hour more. Oh, 1 hour and 20 minutes already. So I think we're ready. If there is no more questions, so I think we are ready to draw. Oh, we have a few more questions. What is your favorite program to create files to print? What is your favorite website to find things to print? My favorite program is Blender. It's not my recommendation for other, but that's my personal favorite. I use Blender. And my favorite website to find things is Thanks 3D. So not to find thing on Thanks 3D, but Thanks 3D is going to look through a lot of different libraries. So that's why I like Thanks 3D, because if you go on other libraries, they are only going to check their libraries. But on Thanks 3D, if you look for something, then they are going to check a lot of different libraries. But I'm about to investigate printables. A lot of people talk about printables and stuff, so that could be a recommendation as well. Blender is a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm not sure if I call it fun at the beginning, but if you enjoy challenges and if you enjoy being totally confused by the UI, then yes, Blender is fun. Can you win some Prusaments on printables? Yeah, like we said in the Twitch stream, right? Like we are going to put all the animals there, and then we are going to try to win some Prusa meters, and then see what we can do with it. So most likely we won't get some Prusaments, but we can get some merchandise that we can share with the community. We can add, I don't know, a Prusa hoodie with a giveaway with our filaments. That would be pretty interesting. I'm really into Fusion 360. Yeah, I haven't learned Fusion 360 yet, but of course a lot of people use Fusion 360, so I guess it's a good recommendation as well. Polymaker giveaway Prusament. Yeah, we should do that one time. I mean, why not, right? Why should we be limited to Polymaker only give away Polymaker filament, right? Why should the history of a brand can only market itself limit us, right? Why not? Thank you for the input. Where will we see you next? Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. EST, I'm on YouTube doing a Q&A. So I answer the question in the chat, and then if there is no question, then I go through. I mean, we've answered a couple of questions on here. So this is just to, if there is no question, then I go through this one. I help to troubleshoot the different issue here. So that's the Q&A on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, there is Print Busters. So Print Busters is about the science of 3D printing. So we talked, it's very technical on that stream. So it can be boring depending on, what you like. And then on Saturday, so Thursday is also 9 p.m. EST. And Saturday is on 12 p.m. EST. So it's at noon Saturday. And this is on Twitch. And this is a hangout. So there is no specific topics. We just look at some 3D printing stuff. And then we talked about some project. And it's just talking about 3D printing. I have used Creo parametric for years, but I do like Fusion 360. Oh, you know what? I have no idea what is this. I have never heard of it. Creo. Oh, okay. Oh, is that like what's the name again? Oh, I don't remember the name. Um, eh, was it the one the one you need to pay that you learn at school? From Autodesk, I think. Mecha. Ah, it's a very well known one. The one the one you use at school. The expensive one. Oh, SolidWorks. Yeah, thank you, Murder Heart. It looks like SolidWorks, right? Yeah, Katya also. Yeah, SolidWorks. There you go. They have some unique colors. Yeah, I mean, definitely. If we give away Prusaments, then it will be some of the colors we don't have. But that's a good idea, Zombie. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give away some Prusament things, and maybe some others as well. Like I know our community like rainbow colors, right? So we could give away some Sunlu rainbow color. That would be nice. I love Polymaker and Prusament both. Prusament is expensive here in the US. Not for long, I think, John. I think they just acquire printed solid, so hopefully that will help them with logistic. Polymaker Voron keep giveaway. Ah, that's a good idea also. Kenneth Song, that's a good idea. Giveaway of Voron, yeah. Well, it won't be a build Voron, but we can give away a kit, I guess. I need to practice building printers if I ever want to build that positron. Oh, yeah. I've seen your message on Discord. I need to answer you. But yeah, that would be great if we can do that positron. John, Maya. Yeah, I was thinking about SolidWorks, but Maya works also. Tuesday, 9 p.m. YouTube Q&A. Thursday, 9 p.m. Printbusters. Saturday, 12 p.m. Twitch Hangout. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, that's a perfect summary. Let me put that on screen so that everyone can see that. AutoCAD, yeah, AutoCAD also art march animation, and Fusion 360, yeah, but that was after, right? It was not there when I was at school. A complete set of sample would be nice. OneRes, yeah, we had this idea on our Discord as well. Some people recommended that. Feel free to go and support that idea also. I bought some from Printed Solid. It definitely makes it cheaper. Yes. Positron kit giveaway. Mark UFU. I first want my positron, and then we can give away positron. But I want mine first. I think it's an awesome printer. Like we studied that printer on during the Twitch stream, right? I think it's an awesome printer. You should work with LDO Motors for a giveaway. LDO Motors. This is awesome. How much I learned from you guys. Like whether it's English word or whether it's new 3D modeling software or whether it's new companies. Oh, is that the company that is basically making stepper motors for all 3D printers? Hey, hi, Matt German. Matt German, I guess congratulations, right? I think you, if I remember well, you got married last Saturday. Is that correct? Lol, I'm married now. I'm going on to my honeymoon in the next 3 weeks. Oh, great! Yeah, I remember well then. They have a very good honeymoon, and don't forget to take your 3D printer with you. Positron is pretty sweet. I love the positron. LDO is a huge stepper motor supplier. Yeah, okay. I do know. Like I said, I'm pretty bad at hardware stuff, but I'm learning. I'm learning every day thanks to you guys. Oh yeah, I was going to get back to you. Positron is mostly done, just waiting on some supply issues. Oh really? You almost finished the positron already? Oh yeah, I was going to get back to you. Positron is mostly done, just waiting on some supply issue. Really? Whoa, you're so quick. Zombie is making your positron, Nick. Yeah, that's why I'm not too worried about that positron. It's going to be a very well built positron because Zombie is part of our Printbuster team. Any people from Printbusters, I completely trust them when it comes to 3D printing because they have the right mindset for 3D printing. So if you are from the 3D printing community and you are in our Printbuster community, then in my heart you are a little bit like, a little bit higher. LDO supplies Prusa, etc. Okay, good to know. Good to know. The weird belt is out of stock. The weird. Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that strange belt. Yeah. Congratulations on IPSA. Yeah, congratulations, Matt German. Oh no, I mean the design is almost done. Oh, okay. Got it. It's nowhere near launch. Okay, got it, Zombie. It's going to be a while before I could even order the parts for it. Okay, got it. Incendium 9787. Probably more relevant is that LDO supplies one of the better Voron kit right now. Okay. Linear super brushless motors, stepper motors, gear motors. Yeah, you know what? That's another interesting topics. Like, what's the difference between these different kind of motors? What's the difference between a linear stepper motor, a brushless motors, a stepper motors, a gear motors, a coreless motors? But anyway, today is Q&A, not Printbusters. Q&A. Okay, so no more question. I guess we're ready to draw. That reminds me, the bed part is machine aluminum. I wonder if that could be printed or something like an island. For the machine aluminum parts, I guess, I don't know, maybe we can outsource that to a makerspace or something. Not sure why, but it's not in their main company page. Yeah, I mean, if it's a huge company, then they may have different channels and stuff. Okay, guys, we have 37 people watching, and it looks like we only have 32 entries. So I'm going to wait a little bit more that you have more awesome people coming in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to draw. Because that means we have 6 people, right? 6 people that are watching, but haven't joined our giveaway. Everything plus ultra. Yeah, seems that you were already inside because it's still 32. Do bots count as viewers? I don't know. Do you have any bots in the YouTube? David M, I'm awesome. Yeah, looks like you were already in as well. What's up? Everything plus ultra. That every time I see your name, it feels like the PLA plus stuff, like PLA Pro, PLA plus, PLA Pro, PLA Max, and PLA everything plus ultra. That reminds me of this. I'm a bot. You have to refresh the page. Maybe you have more. I don't think I have to refresh. Usually it just it just increase. But maybe you're right. I guess it depends on the day. But usually it increases like this without refreshing. What looks like what? Did I mess up everything? No, did I mess up everything? Why did I refresh? No. Well, we need to have a lot of no. I refresh. Okay. Sorry. I think you need to. I think you need to be awesome one more time. And sorry. So it's gonna pick up like the early awesome, but the late awesome, but not the people that were awesome at the very beginning. It's not gonna catch up on that. But yeah, I re-entered. I give you a 10 second that you can re-enter. Anyway, you have to be here for the giveaway. So most likely, all the people that are not here, if they not enter anymore, that doesn't really matter. Make a tater. Awesome. I am. Hey, Yoda. Oh, okay. So we were okay. We were at 32 with everyone, and now we just messed up everything, and now there's much more people. 44 viewers, 37. Okay, we're gonna draw. We're gonna draw. We're gonna draw. Are you ready? In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. Drawing. So who is going to be the winner of our Q&A session number 3, I think? And the winner is Tobin, the one that like Mexican, right? Is that Tobin that says I love Mexican or something? Let's go, Tobin. Are you here? Yeah, 1776 supply, exactly. Drum roll, drum roll. Tobin, yeah, he's here. That's me. Congratulations, Tobin, for winning Polymaker Spool. So you can send me an email there at nicolas.togo2@polymaker.com. There you go. Or you can contact me on Discord if you are on our Discord. Great. Congratulations again, Tobin, for winning the spool. Thank you, everyone, for joining our Q&A session every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Like I said, during the week, if you have any problem with your printer or if you have any question, just record them. And then every Tuesday, at the beginning of the stream, just ask all your questions. Question 1, question 2, question 3. And then I always read the whole chat, so I cannot miss any question. Okay, so don't hesitate to come every Tuesday with your question, and we're gonna do our best to answer them, because I know how it feels when you have a problem with your printer and then you're completely stuck. But we have an incredible community here that can help unlocking these troubles. Are we continuing on Discord, or are you actually working? Yeah, I'm actually working. I have a job. So after that, I need. I have a business meeting tonight, so I need to do my presentation. So I won't be able to be on Discord after that. So thank you very much again to everyone for joining, and then I will see you next time on Thursday, on Saturday, or next Tuesday. Thank you again. Have a very good night, evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on where you are.